Hey guys, how's it going? So as a second part of the unboxing, I'm also gonna do this bearings thing. So yeah, there's bearings in here, and this is my first bearing unboxing officially. So yeah, going ahead and checking this thing out right now. So I'm not sure if these bearings officially have a brand or anything like that, but these are all kind of Roy Teo's bearing, who's the guy who does a lot of stuff for AP and also does a lot of stuff for Yoyoranger. So that is cool. Alright, so here we have, three different kind of bearings, and they all look the same. Okay, so I'm not sure if it makes sense to unbox all of them, but the main difference is, okay, so these two are trench ceramic, and these two are, I'm guessing, trench stainless steel. So yeah, two ceramic bearings and two stainless steel bearings. Let's go ahead and do this. So, I'm trying to look for a yo-yo of mine. Actually, here we go. So, while I was at the toy fair, I took my Shutters bearing out and put it into the Sherpa that I got, but the Sherpa, that had a thin bearing that I didn't really try out, so I'm gonna put one of these bearings into the Shutter. So let's try one of the ceramic bearings, because apparently ceramic bearings spin faster. Okay. So that's how it spins there. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but yep. Let's check this out. Now one thing about bearings is that bearings are a very personal and also a very personal and very minor tweak to a yo-yo. That being said, this feels really fun. Okay. So before this, the Shutter had a center track, which is what Shutters come stock with. And this bearing is ooh. So one thing that I don't really care for in bearings is a quiet bearing, because I think that just takes the personality out of the yo-yo, and these bearings aren't quiet. They've got a spin to it, but this bearing gives the Shutter a completely different feel. It gives it a very rustic kind of, I'm trying to think of a better word, but like a techie kind of vibe. Whereas the center track was just, yeah, this is the Shutter, this is what it does. So this thing, I'm not really sure what it does in terms of overall spin time, but in terms of general playability, it gives the yo-yo a different vibe. It gives it a very, almost like a Libra corruption kind of vibe. And it also has a very, yeah, a fun vibe to it. Just trying to, I feel as if the only way to really do justice to a bearing is test the spin time, but the thing about spin time is that there's so many different variables, so depending on how I throw it, how I guided the yo-yo, like, you never really know, was it the bearing that was it, or was it the throw, or was it how I was treating it while I was yo-yoing? You don't really know. So, to put it into a stats term, there are too many confounding variables. But in terms of general feel, it definitely has a unique feel to it. Something that I haven't actually really experienced before. because I used to play with this shutter a lot and it feels completely different with this new bearing in it. So yeah, it's a plus for me. Definitely enjoy this thing. But now I'm going to try on one of the stainless steel bearings. So just to keep things fair, I'm going to basically put these ceramic bearings back and just use the same yo-yo to test out the stainless steel bearing. So let's take a look at the stainless steel bearings. So back when I used to buy bearings, and back when they were really expensive, ceramic bearings were the most expensive because apparently they spun the longest. Not sure why, but they do. And stainless steel bearings, while cool, weren't really that great. Well, they were good, but they were like, it would be like plastic to metal, so ceramic was better than stainless steel. I'm gonna figure that out today. So this is the stainless steel bearing that's put into the shutter. And I'm interested to see how this feels as opposed to the first one. So this feels a bit more normal. And to be perfectly honest, it's slightly different to the center track, but like, if you just changed the bearing and didn't tell me, I'd probably feel like, oh, maybe the bearing's just acting a little weird today. Maybe that's why it's different. I feel as if, centering bearings were good back when they were like super overpriced. These days, most Yoyos come stock with them anyway, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But Whoopsie. I feel as if the main reason the other bearing felt so different was because it was a ceramic bearing. This stainless steel bearing feels generally like most other bearings. So, other than, your preference of how a bearing should, completely missed that, other bearings should play, but back to what I was saying before, and the whole ceramic bearing almost, made me swallow my words there, but bearings are a really personal thing. So me and Vu love the Crucial 2 bearing. Eric Tranton hates it. He only likes concave bearings. I'm personally not a fan of the center track bearing, and a lot of the Yoyo factory guys, whether their Yoyos come stock with it or not, love center track bearings. I don't really like them. My thoughts on this one? Just based off this, it spins really smoothly and it does everything a good bearing should do, but I don't think that this bearing in and of itself is, I don't know. I can't, to be perfectly honest, I can't really detect a major difference in performance gain, but I can definitely feel some difference to the original center track that was inside here. So there's a difference between bearings, and you just gotta choose the one that's right for you. Is this one good? Yep, definitely. Spins, doesn't lock up. Super smooth. But yeah, you could like it, you could not. Depends on your general preferences. So yeah, those were interesting. The one that was cool for me was the ceramic bearing, because that actually felt different, and that actually gave the Yoyo very fun, nice, awesome personality. The stainless steel one, pretty much, I've played with stainless steel bearings basically entire Yoyoing career, other than some of the other stuff. So yeah, other than like some of the steel bearings back in the day, they'll like rust up. But yep, I played stainless steel bearings, and both of them were good. Ceramic was interesting though. Ceramic was interesting and good. I might chuck these in a couple of my competition Yoyos and see how it pans out. But yeah, those are my opinions on the bearings. So any comments, questions, or criticisms, post them down below, and I will see you guys next time.